Ahmed Mansoda, आप क्या समझ रहे हैं? Is it inevitable? And like so many other things that you comment on in Pakistan, are we ready or are we getting ready to reap the benefit of this technology?
Thank you, Fandi Saab, to allow me to speak on such an interesting subject. But of course, it's a mix of law and technology. So I would start off briefly commenting on the technological side, जो कि of course मेरे बहुत दो important guests जो हैं, they are well aware of this. And but मेरा इस पर take ये है कि टेक्नोलॉजी किसी भी फॉर्म में हो, eventually it seeps in. टीवी आया, ट्रांजिस्टर आया, रेडियो आया, फिर अभी Mr. Ali very avidly he explained how the entire system of legal tender, how the credit card started working and all of that. So technology, you're never ready for that, but at the same time humans are the ones who created this technology, so you can say you're ready for that. So eventually one way or the other it just seeps in, and you have to make sure that you adjust according to that particular technology, and then you make rules and you make legal principles around that area, so that obviously you can regulate that. Regulation is very important, and at the end of the day that's what saves that technology and makes it viable. Now coming to the legal side of this technology, the cryptocurrency, to be very honest, lawyers in Pakistan, people who are working towards this side, people who are working in this field, are themselves not very sure as to what is the technological side or what is the legal side associated with this Coinbase, cryptocurrency, or any form of cryptocurrency. Now, the legal position as it stands today is that there is an SBP circular, which is circular number 3 of 2018, and that circular was issued whereby it has been expressly prohibited that it cannot be used, or any form of cryptocurrency cannot be used as a legal tender issued or guaranteed by the government of Pakistan, which means that it is something which is illegal and cannot be traded and cannot be mined. Of course, you can. A lot of people are using the application to sort of trade in that, but as far as the mining and all of that is concerned, you are not allowed to do that under this particular circular. Now, the confusion doesn't stop there. What happens is that there was a petition which was filed before Sindh High Court, and Mr. Waqar Zaka, somebody from Pakistan, he's basically a social media person, and he also runs a page whereby he advises people on how to invest in cryptocurrency, had actually challenged this particular circular before the Sindh High Court. Now, what happened in Sindh High Court was that Government of Pakistan and State Bank of Pakistan officially resigned from their position and said, we've not banned cryptocurrency in Pakistan. So then the circular was produced there. So Sindh High Court then asked them that why is cryptocurrency not allowed in Pakistan then? Apparently, purportedly, there is some legal basis to it, but they all resigned from their position. So at the moment, if you ask me what is the legal status of cryptocurrency in Pakistan, my answer to you would be, even I don't know. But as far as that Sindh High Court judgment is concerned, Government of Pakistan, State Bank of Pakistan has categorically made a statement that yes, there is nothing illegal about it. However, a circular is to the contrary. So this is obviously the legal position in Pakistan. Now, what should be the legal position is my third concern. You see, Article 18 of the Constitution of Pakistan very categorically states that every individual in Pakistan has the right to continue with any trade, calling, whatever. So this also forms part of trade or a business or a new form of currency, which is recognized in most of the parts of the world. And initially, of course, there is a bit of rebellion, resilience from the government, but eventually it has to be accepted. So under the Article 18 and the Sindh High Court judgment, I think Government of Pakistan needs to formally, in fact, State Bank of Pakistan needs to formally come up with rules and regulations on this subject, with regulations detailing out how this currency is to be invested. And at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, I've been informed that a gentleman, namely Daud Munir, who's a very good lawyer based in Islamabad, has been hired formally by the State Bank of Pakistan to devise all of these rules and regulations. And he's presently doing that. So I believe we are moving in the right step, and we need to do that as soon as possible. And these notions associated with cryptocurrency that you end up doing money laundering or hell lot of other things, trust me, the laws on money laundering in Pakistan are so absurd and so outdated that even if it's not cryptocurrency, it is the easiest thing that you can do. The law in Pakistan on money laundering states that unless you're involved in offense outside Pakistan and that money is used for an offense outside Pakistan, it does not qualify as money laundering. So I think the law itself needs a lot of revamping. and then this cryptocurrency itself. So yes, the positive step is that government is definitely working on this subject, and it is right now in process, but we need to do it ASAP.